Oh, it is good to be back. Welcome to YouTube 2022. This is going to be my second or my third video out this year for you guys. And I just got back to Wyoming on Sunday. On Monday, we went up to Montana and we picked up the project vehicle that is sitting behind you guys that I am so excited to announce on the channel because it's something that I've always wanted to do. And it may not be great or amazing, but I hope we're going to be able to get some super cool content out of it. It's actually something that a lot of other creators already have on YouTube and have done on YouTube, and these types of videos do super well. So I'm excited from a content standpoint to be doing this project and to be bringing you guys along. But honestly, and as my subscriber count and my YouTube channel shows, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I'd still be doing this because I love it, and I'm super excited for this project. So we'll just kind of get that out of the way. I'm so excited for this project, guys, and I'm excited for 2022. Somebody the other day asked me if I had any plans for 2022 on YouTube, and at the time I didn't really know. And I just told him, I'm like, yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen this year. I don't think we have anything super crazy coming up. But I couldn't have been more wrong because January is not even over yet, and I've already made 2 purchases for the garage, and I have a huge major update for you guys because to accommodate these 2 purchases, we're going to be moving some stuff around. So I don't know if my update video is coming out after this video or if it come out before, but either way, if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel right now. The big red button's down below because you do not want to miss out on the content that I have coming up for you guys. Here's to you my new 2000 F250 7.3 liter project truck that I hope to have running very soon. I bought this truck from a larger construction company called JKL Associates, and the story goes that they drove it from their Colorado location up to one of their Montana locations where they parked the truck. It sat for several months, and then they went to sell it, or it was time to sell it and pass it off. They went to go turn it on. Nothing absolutely whatsoever happened, and they never could get the truck running again. So I come along and buy it from their salesman. And so far, their story checks out because both of the batteries in this truck were frozen. They were bulging, they were leaky. I pulled them out and I went and bought 2 brand new batteries from O'Reilly's and threw in this truck. I checked all of the fluids and including the diesel fuel, put some power service in it, and we've been trying to get this truck to start. Now, I think it has some sort of a glow plug issue, but all of that's going to come out in my next video. In this video, I just want to show you guys the beautiful 7.3 diesel pickup that I bought that's far from perfect, but I think it'll make a decent work pickup. And I'm super excited about my purchase, so if you're excited about this and excited for some diesel content or some more diesel content on the channel, smash that thumbs up button. I own a 6.6 liter Duramax. The Powerstroke is a much different beast. Yes, it is a little bit bigger in liters, but it puts out less horsepower and torque. But these motors right here literally last forever. Supposedly this truck has, or was rebuilt 80,000 miles ago, so it's on a rebuilt motor. Supposedly, I don't know if that checks out. The motor does look pretty clean. I pulled the engine oil, I checked the coolant, all of that looks beautiful. And the motor actually sounds pretty good cranking, so I don't think that's inaccurate. It could actually be accurate. Now you can see here that I'm missing a turbo boost solenoid randomly, and it looks like somebody's been checking the glow plug controller, which I brought a test light to do as well today before I crank it, and I got my 2 brand new batteries in. Also, Funny story, not really so funny. I'm glad we didn't just drive up to Billings to try to get this started and drive it home, which probably wouldn't have happened. But as soon as we got this loaded up on the trailer, the steering control arm fell off of this because somebody had taken that fine threaded nut off. I don't know if they needed it for something else or if they were purposely like trying to sabotage this truck, but I got a new one and we got that put on. I just need to crawl under there, tighten it up, and also put that cotter pin back in. So I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just glad that we figured that out before we tried driving the truck for the first time. Walking around the side of the truck here, you can tell that it's definitely been a larger construction company truck because it's got a federal inspection sticker on it, and that's actually pretty beat up. It's not like so beat up that it's going to be unusable or that it's going to look horrible taking to job sites and stuff, but it's definitely an older truck. Now the bed has a little bit of rust on it, but overall it's actually in really good usable condition still. Pretty usable condition still. It's obviously been used for work, but this bed's way nicer than the one that I just put on my 08 F250. It's got the nice heavy duty bumper and it actually has lights. Now there is one latch missing, which is annoying, but I'll find one at some point. Also, the diesel fuel cap was missing right here, so I'm really hoping there's not a ton of gunk and water in the fuel tank. Now I put power service to help separate that water out. And if you know your 7.3s, it takes 15 quarts or almost 4 gallons of oil, which I had planned on changing. Please ignore the fact that I got an orange can of death. That's all I could find. And I don't think I'm actually going to change it for a little while, just because the oil that's in this truck looks like it's in really good condition. There are not really any surprises here with this truck. My goodness, these latches do not close. If we look in the interior of the truck, it's actually like not in bad condition. I got mud all over it while we were trying to load it. And yes, I have a fire extinguisher for my first startup in this truck. Obviously the front seat's been replaced at some point because it's got the vinyl work seat and the back is cloth, but both are in really overall pretty good condition. Now a negative on this truck are the miles. It's got 256,500 miles on it, which seems like an awful lot, but if the motor was actually rebuilt 80,000 miles ago, this truck should have an awful lot of life left. Not to mention that it's the 7.3 liter diesel, which tends to go for quite a few more miles, usually on its OEM one. Obviously, I'm super excited about this purchase. I'm really grateful that it didn't turn out to be a scam. I was in Idaho at the time that I bought this. I saw it on the marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace, and I was texting back and forth with the guy. He gave me his number. We actually talked on the phone, and he's like, look, I've got a lot of people that are interested in that truck. I've got a few other trucks for sale. I'm hoping to have them all sold by today, but you contacted me first, so if you want that truck, let's either Venmo me some money so I can hold it until you can get up here to look at it or whatnot. And so we agreed. I Venmoed him some money. He sent me a picture of the title, but he didn't want to like fill it in with my information. He gave me an electronic bill of sale through text message, and I guess I just tried to leave like a really good paper trail because I thought, might be a scam, I don't know. Because as soon as I bought it, he pulled the listing down from the marketplace. So I'm thinking maybe he was getting a lot of text messages about it or something, but I thought that was kind of weird. And he called me almost every day. I think it was like 4 or 5 days before I could actually get home to Wyoming to get up to Montana to pick it up. He called me almost every day trying to sell me something else. He's like, look, the tires on that, they're pretty dry rotted, they're bad. I've got some tires that I'll sell you. And I'm like, no, I want to get it running first. And then he tried selling me a different truck. Then he tried selling me another V10 pickup with no bed on it, and just a bunch of stuff that made me think, oh, maybe he's just after like more Venmo money or something. Which I thought maybe it's a scam, because suddenly he had to be out of town and couldn't be there the day that I had to come pick this up. And he's like, oh, just go back there, go grab the truck, you'll be fine. Which I guess it all turns out that it was legit. And he left the title and a bill of sale and the keys and everything in the glove box. And yeah, nobody was around when we went and picked it up, so it was kind of weird. But um, I did a little more digging, and he's actually a legit salesperson that sells stuff for like companies like this and has his own dealership. So I think we're good there. I'm just really surprised that it wasn't a scam after about a week of doing that. But I'm also really grateful that it wasn't, and that I didn't have to go through the headache of fighting all that. And I will tell you guys, maybe don't buy anything sight unseen, or at least wire money for it, until you can go show up and actually look at it and get it in person. So it worked out in this case, and the truck's in pretty good shape. Radio works well, all the electronics work, including the construction strobe on the top of the truck. I have keys for the bed. I know one of them's broken, but I have keys for the bed, and there's only a few little things missing that I think I can handle fixing. And in my next video, I'm going to try to cold start this truck. I have everything that I've already done kind of on camera. It's going to be maybe a little bit of a crappy video because my camera's kept dying because it is so freaking cold out here lately. Storm was rolling in and we could not get it started. I'm going to continue that video today, and I'm going to try to get this truck started. So make sure you hit the big red button below so you're subscribed for more 7.3 diesel content, especially if you're a Ford guy and you love these diesels like I do. I hope you guys are doing great. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, and go check out my other YouTube channel. With all of that said, I can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and I'll talk to you later.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun